Hello and welcome back to my channel. This is Jamil. So let's see where market can move and how we can plan for tomorrow. First things, last day we discussed 13,300 any 50-minute green candle closing. We can planning to buy on here, and this market can become positive also. This is what we plan on last day. And also important point we discussed, if we want to buy on here above 13,300, we had a condition that market need to become volatile to sideways here on that range, then any 50-minute green candle it can become positive market. This is what we also plan on last day. Hit the like button if you remember this kind of scenario, exactly what we discussed clearly on last day video. After opening on here, if market continuously going on upside, we are not going to be buy on here, because any of the place market can become sharply reversal on here. This is what we exactly plan on last day. The reason 13,300 13,250 is a clear cut resistance for the market. If buyer need to be strong against the seller, then no doubt we need to see accumulation zone. Accumulation zone nothing but sideways market. We need to see sideways market, then breakout, it can become positive, then buyer can become sustained on here. And remember, 7 to 8 out of 10 whenever market made this kind of breakout in morning time, mostly this kind of breakout become fail end of the day, because morning breakout generally not going to be sustained, because as we all know that amateur player, when market open, they immediately start to buy or sell. They started doing the things by like buy or sell. So that's the reason this kind of breakout are not going to be sustained. This is what we plan. We plan to buy, but we had a condition that market need to become volatile to sideways, then breakout above 50-minute green candle, 50-minute green candle closing above 13,300, then we can plan to buy. This is what we plan. But you can see, this is what we also discussed, sharply buying we will be ignored. After immediately going, immediately market become reversal on here. So it was completely volatile, almost a volatile market, but no doubt market almost make 280, almost 300 point market move today. So let's see how we can plan for tomorrow. 13,100 is the level for tomorrow. We have to be wait any 5-minute candle closing below this swing, immediately we are going to short on here, market negative. So we also have to plan for negative side also. So after opening flat, as soon as it break 13,100, immediately we are going to short, and 30 to 35 point going to be stop loss, not more than that, and 1 is going to be our target. And this selling can be continuous until 13,000 round. Well, remember 13,000 is a big level, fresh level. After touch 13,000, immediately market can become reverse on here. So better we are going to book our profit if market going to move according to our analysis. So 13,100, as soon as it break in 5-minute chart, we are going to short immediately on here. This is our first plan. Suppose if market open gap up, remember, if market open gap up on here, then tomorrow we are going to be watch and see. We are going to be wait and watch to see which side market is closing, because if market open gap up, chances are very high it can travel both sides. Maybe it will be travel upside, resistance level, immediately it becomes sharp selling, is the support, immediately market will become bounce back on here. So that's the reason market can become completely volatile. Market will going to be completely volatile if market open almost gap up 50% of this trend. So we are not going to be trade anything for today, for tomorrow if market open gap up. After opening flat, as soon as it break, easy trade we are going to get 13,100 any 5-minute candle closing. We are going to short immediately on here. This is our first plan on Nasdaq. I hope you got my points. So let's check the S&P 500. So how we can plan for tomorrow. Same story, after open almost gap up, trying to become positive, immediately breakout become fail on here. So how we can plan for tomorrow, same story, as soon as it break this swing, which is 4,130.28, as soon as it break this swing, immediately we are going to sell on here, and 10 points going to be stop loss, 1 is going to be our target. And remember, if 4,100, if suppose selling continue tomorrow, then chances are very high in future we also can see a big downfall on S&P 500, because this support almost tested multiple times. So chances are very high we are going to be wait and watch which side market is going to open. No doubt after opening flat, then we can take a risk for the selling side, because you can see sharp selling has happened. So after opening flat, it can become continuous selling also for tomorrow. So that's the reason we are we will going to be sell with the momentum of the market, but 4130 as soon as it break 5-minute candle, immediately we're going to short. Similarly, if gap up opening, then ignore that trade, just wait and watch. So let's see which side market is closed on that day. If suppose market slow and static close on upside, the next day will be planned for buying. Similarly, if market slow and static closing on downside, next day we can plan with full quantity on here. I hope you got my point, friends. So let's check the stock. Which stock we can plan to take a trade for tomorrow. First stock will going to be the Amazon. I think it's also our list for selling side, this Amazon, but it's almost the gap opening. We discussed that gap up opening. If gap up opening, we're going to ignore. So as per the rules, we have to ignore this trade also. But interesting point on here, you can see price is on sharp buying, retracement is about to break out, but instead of breakout, immediately become reversal on here. That means seller are continuously adding on here. So we can take a risk on tomorrow. 139 as soon as we break after opening flat, 139 as soon as we break, immediately we can plan to sell on here, and $2 going to be stop loss, 1 still going to be a target. If suppose market becomes selling on happen on here, chances are very high in future it can also fill the gap also, but maybe it's on the future, not for tomorrow. So tomorrow 139 as soon as we break, we can plan to sell on here, and $2 going to be stop loss, 1 is going to be our target. I hope you understand all of this point, friends. If you understand, hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. I'll see you in the next video. Thank you very much.